Join me as I dive into the WUKONG game and try to master its explosive gameplay in just one day. WUKONG is a brand new game that has burst onto the scene, and I'm super excited to share my thoughts on it with you. From what I've learned, the development of WUKONG has been a labor of love for the creators, who wanted to craft a gaming experience that would stand out from the crowd. One of the things that caught my attention is the unique blend of Eastern and Western influences in the game's art style and narrative. The developers have been very open about their inspirations, which range from classic Chinese mythology to modern Western RPGs. This fusion of styles is definitely intriguing, and I'm curious to see how it plays out in the game. WUKONG seems to be one of those rare titles that could appeal to a wide range of gamers, from fans of action-adventure games to those who enjoy a good RPG. The hype surrounding WUKONG is real, and I'm not the only one who's been eagerly anticipating its release. The game's community is already buzzing with excitement, and I've seen some amazing fan art and cosplay popping up online. It's clear that WUKONG has the potential to become a cultural phenomenon, and I'm excited to see where it takes us. Developing a game that truly stands out in today's crowded market is no easy feat. The developers of WUKONG faced numerous challenges in creating a game that would both appeal to a broad audience and push the boundaries of gameplay mechanics. One of the biggest hurdles was balancing action-packed combat with deep, thought-provoking storytelling. The team wanted to craft a narrative that would resonate with players, while also delivering a sense of excitement and urgency. Another challenge was creating a game world that would feel immersive and engaging. The developers invested countless hours in crafting a richly detailed environment that would draw players in and refuse to let them go. From what I've seen, the game's world is a real masterpiece, with a unique aesthetic that blends ancient Chinese architecture with futuristic sci-fi elements. The team also had to tackle the problem of making the gameplay mechanics accessible to new players, while still offering a challenge for veterans. This was no easy task, as the developers had to walk a fine line between complexity and simplicity. They wanted to create a sense of depth and complexity, without overwhelming players with too many systems and mechanics. One of the most impressive things about WUKONG is its commitment to innovation. The developers didn't just want to create a game that would appeal to fans of a particular genre, they wanted to create an experience that would push the boundaries of what's possible in gaming. This meant experimenting with new gameplay mechanics, such as the innovative Qi system, which allows players to harness the power of ancient Chinese magic. The team also invested a lot of time and effort into creating a sense of continuity between the game's different systems and mechanics. They wanted to create a seamless experience, where players could move smoothly from combat to exploration to character development, without any jarring transitions. From what I've played, it's clear that they've succeeded in creating a game that feels incredibly cohesive and polished. As I've been playing through WUKONG, I've been blown away by the sheer scope of the game's ambition. The developers have created an experience that's truly epic in scale, with a narrative that spans multiple continents and features a cast of complex, multidimensional characters. The game's world is incredibly rich and detailed, with a history that stretches back thousands of years. One of the things that stood out to me was the game's attention to visual detail. The animations are smooth and fluid, and the environments are breathtakingly beautiful. The character designs are equally impressive, with a range of unique and fascinating characters that each bring their own personalities to the table. From what I've seen, the voice acting is top-notch, with some truly memorable performances from the cast. The gameplay mechanics are also incredibly satisfying, with a range of options for players to choose from. Whether you're a fan of stealth, action, or strategy, WUKONG has something to offer. The combat system is particularly impressive, with a range of complex and challenging enemies that require players to think creatively and strategically. One of the most exciting features of WUKONG is its innovative co-op system, which allows players to team up with friends and tackle challenging missions and encounters. This adds a whole new level of depth and complexity to the game, and I can already imagine the hours of fun I'll have playing through the game with my friends. The game's soundtrack is also worth mentioning, with a hauntingly beautiful score that perfectly captures the game's mood and atmosphere. The sound design is equally impressive, with some truly immersive and realistic sound effects that draw players into the game world. As I've been playing through WUKONG, I've been struck by the sheer sense of scale and ambition that permeates every aspect of the game. The developers have created an experience that's truly epic in scope, with a narrative that's both personal and universal. The game's themes of identity, community, and self-discovery are particularly resonant, and I think they'll really speak to players on a deep level. One of the most impressive things about WUKONG is its commitment to player choice and agency. The game's world is incredibly reactive, with players' actions having a real impact on the environment and the characters that inhabit it. This adds a whole new level of replayability to the game, as players can experiment with different choices and see how they affect the outcome. As I've been exploring the game's world, I've been struck by the sheer depth and complexity of the game's lore. The developers have created an incredibly rich and detailed history for the game's world, with a range of fascinating characters and events that add depth and context to the narrative. One of the most exciting features of Wukong is its dynamic weather and time-of-day systems, which add a whole new level of realism and immersion to the game world. The game's environments are incredibly detailed and responsive, with a range of different weather effects and time-of-day cycles that create a truly dynamic and realistic environment. The game's UI is also incredibly polished, with a range of intuitive and easy-to-use systems that make it easy for players to navigate the game world and access the various features and mechanics. The game's menus are equally impressive, with a range of clear and concise options that make it easy for players to customize their experience. One of the most impressive things about Wukong is its sense of pacing and rhythm. The game's narrative is expertly paced, with a range of intense and action-packed sequences that are balanced by quieter, more introspective moments. The game's combat system is equally well-paced, with a range of challenging and intense encounters that are balanced by quieter, more strategic moments. The game's final reveal is truly breathtaking, with a range of stunning visuals and a truly memorable final boss fight. Without giving too much away, I can say that the final encounter is both challenging and satisfying, and it provides a truly fitting conclusion to the game's narrative. One of the most exciting things about Wukong is its potential impact on the gaming industry. The game's innovative mechanics and systems, combined with its commitment to player choice and agency, make it a truly groundbreaking experience. I think Wukong has the potential to inspire a whole new generation of gamers and game developers, and I'm excited to see where it takes us. Wukong is a truly phenomenal game that has the potential to change the gaming landscape. With its innovative mechanics, stunning visuals, and richly detailed world, it's an experience that no gamer should miss. Whether you're a fan of action-adventure games, RPGs, or strategy games, Wukong has something to offer. I highly recommend checking it out and seeing for yourself what all the fuss is about. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've got any thoughts on Wukong, be sure to leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming content, and I'll catch you all in the next video.